Trust management in SOA is composed of two parts. One part is the trust scheme, which in the previous video we discussed about how trust scheme can be defined in the SOA based on a number of trust strategies and composite trust algorithm. By selecting a combination of these two, we can define the trust scheme in a specific trust application, SOA application. The second part of trust management in SOA is how we update the trust values of services in a SOA application based on the operation of the SOA. Here we have defined 4 different types of trust update strategies, and we will demonstrate how they work based on ticket reservation scenario. I already have provisioned this service, and let's try by making some queries and seeing how trust update works. First, I search for a ticket from Seattle to Indianapolis, and we receive a list of tickets, and let's see if we select a pessimistic strategy and coarse-grained global algorithm, how the trust value, the session trust value is calculated. As we can see, based on pessimistic and coarse-grained, the session trust will be 0.65, which is the value of the lowest trustworthy service in all participating services. And here is DL1. Now we can start updating the trust by selecting a trust update strategy. The first strategy is user feedback, which means user after each query, after each request that it sends and receives a reply, can rate that specific session. For example, here user can be satisfied and rate 5 out of 5 here. And as we can see, since the user feedback is higher than threshold, then all participating services should be rewarded. Let's specify a reward factor here and a punishment factor here, 0.1 as reward factor and minus 0.2 as punishment factor. After applying this trust update, we will see that all participating services has been rewarded by 0.1, and this is the way user feedback works. Let's try with the second trust update strategy, which is session trust, and we can continue the experiment by making a new search. As you can see, these are the returns from the TR service. There are 4 available tickets from Seattle to Chicago. And as we can see, all weights has been changed to 2, which shows the second session has happened. Now let's see for this session if we select this trust scheme again and select this as session trust, set the reward and punishment factor again. Now let's see how session trust based strategy works here. For example, we assume in the second session the trust value of DL1 has been decreased to below threshold, and if we consider this session trust, it's less than threshold. Then if we want to update the trust based on session trust based strategy, all participating services, it means TR1, AA1, DL1 and UM1 should be punished based on this update mechanism. Now we update and we'll see the new trust values which has been applied, and all this trust value has been decreased. The third update strategy is a hybrid strategy which combines both user feedback based and session trust based. It means if both user feedback and session trust are above threshold, then all services will be rewarded. If both these parameters are lower than threshold, then all services will be punished, in two other cases, we don't change the trust values. For this new strategy, let's try run the service again. For example, we can have another search from Seattle to Indianapolis, and invoking again. These are new tickets that we receive, and we can assume this time user rating can be changed to 0.2 here, to 2 out of 5. Then we can see that the average rating so far in the history of execution is shown here, which is 3.5. And for the hybrid, as we can see, the session trust is 0.2, which is lower than threshold. User's trust has been 2 out of 5, is lower than threshold. Then if we select the hybrid strategy, all services must be punished again. After applying and updating, we see that all of them have been punished. This is the way hybrid strategy works. But another possible way to update the strategy is to make every service responsible for its operation. For example, we may have a long chain of services, and some services in that chain may call the services with the trust values lower than threshold, and some other may not. So we will only punish those services that call services with trust values lower than threshold. This is the way individual service-based strategy works. For example, let's say the banking service here, the trust value of banking service has dropped to 0.3. And we want to make a new reservation this time. We can select United this ticket, and we can proceed with the confirmation. And as we can see, there is a new update for TR1, UN1, and BM1, which this is a path of ticket confirmation. If we take a look at the session trust, we see that the session trust is 0.3 here for the latest session. If you apply the individual service-based strategy, service TR1 should not be punished, since it only invokes a trusted service, which is 0.6 UN1, but UN1 should be punished because it calls the service with trust value less than a threshold. Let's see what happens after applying these trust schemes. We see that this trust value has changed to 0.4, but the trust value of TR1 hasn't changed here, since it hasn't done any unauthorized or untrusted service invocation. Now we have covered 4 different trust strategies here. In the next video, we will talk about how we can apply the policies. So far, everything has been in the monitoring mode, and we haven't tried to enforce any kind of policies. In the future video, we will talk about policy enforcement and how we can enforce different policies that are provided by the user.